Well, an ancient discovery is shedding light on the early church. The Megiddo mosaic dates back nearly 2,000 years.
A groundbreaking archaeological find has just rocked the world, rivaling the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls. But what makes this find even more intriguing, and what might be hidden within it? You may think you know everything about the early church, but this discovery could change everything. You thought you knew. We've all heard about the Dead Sea Scrolls and how their discovery impacted history and reshaped beliefs. That was a monumental event, a biblical miracle. But now archaeologists have covered a mosaic that's inscribed with the name of Jesus Christ, dating back to around 230 AD. This mosaic is believed to be the earliest evidence that Christians were already declaring Jesus as a divine figure. For context, you might be familiar with the Council of Nicaea, a council of Christian bishops convened by Emperor Constantine I in the 4th century. This mosaic predates the Council of Nicaea, which means that even before that council, Christians were already planting the idea of Jesus' divinity in their places of worship. This challenges the view held by some Unitarian groups who claim that the worship of Jesus as divine wasn't part of early Christian beliefs and evolved over time due to political pressures, with the Church later formalizing it at the Council of Nicaea. But this mosaic directly contradicts that claim. Now you may be thinking, how could this be possible? Let's dive deeper. The mosaic was actually discovered in 2005. And there were many articles circulating about it that year. However, the inscription was uncovered a little later. So how did this mosaic come to light? It all began when plans were made to expand the Megiddo prison in 2004. In order to proceed, the Israeli Antiquities authorities conducted an archaeological survey to ensure no ancient treasures were buried underneath. What they uncovered changed everything. It turns out the prison was built over the remains of an ancient Christian prayer hall. The floor of this hall contained a well-preserved mosaic, and there was no sign of destruction. The structure appeared to have been abandoned long ago, leaving everything in place. The archaeologists who conducted the dig revealed that this was likely the oldest Christian prayer house ever found. Church buildings as we know them today didn't really begin to appear until the 4th century. Before that, Christian communities would often worship in secret, sometimes in homes or underground locations. This prayer hall was believed to be the heart of an early Christian community before Christianity was officially recognized. But what really set this discovery apart was the inscription found within the mosaic. It read, "To the God Jesus Christ." This was significant because it provided the first tangible evidence that Christians were already worshipping Jesus as divine in the 3rd century, long before the church councils that would later codify this belief. The site was rich with artifacts, and the excavation process became a major project that spanned many years. The dig continued until 2008 with a unique twist. Prisoners from the Megiddo prison were even given the opportunity to participate in the search alongside the Israeli archaeologists. However, the prison's presence made it difficult to conduct an uninterrupted excavation, as it was located on top of this ancient site. In fact, the discovery initially caused excitement, but the realization set in that the maximum security prison above the site would severely limit any further excavation. Plans were then made to relocate the prison in order to properly preserve and explore the ancient site. If the prison were relocated, archaeologists would be able to continue their work without obstruction and eventually open the site to the public as a historical and tourist destination this would allow the world to witness the incredible discovery of one of the earliest known Christian prayer halls and further unlock the mysteries of early Christian history. This find offers fascinating new insight into the origins of Christianity and the early belief in Jesus' divinity. It's a discovery that has the potential to forever alter our understanding of Christian history and its development. Stay tuned as the excavation of this site could uncover even more secrets about the roots of one of the world's most influential religions. The inscription found in the mosaic is where things get truly fascinating, and it could change how we view the early Christian church. If you've made it this far into the video, you're probably as intrigued as we are by this discovery, and you'd be a great member of our community. Here you'll get access to our latest content before anyone else, along with exclusive videos. If you want to learn more, check the link in the description or the pinned comment. But for now, let's dive into the significance of these inscriptions. A total of 3 inscriptions were found on the mosaic, but the Western inscription stands out as the most important. It reads, "The God-loving AUS has offered the table of God Jesus Christ as a memorial." This is a huge revelation. The inscription not only mentions of Jesus Christ but also refers to him as a God, providing evidence that early Christians believed in Jesus' divinity in the early Christian church. This table was likely used for the Eucharist, a central Christian ritual. It was offered by a woman named Eros, a detail that sheds light on the involvement of women in these early Christian communities. For years, critics argued that Jesus was never regarded as divine in ancient times. Some believe that the divinity of Jesus developed later as Christianity distanced itself from the events of Jesus' life, but this inscription directly contradicts that theory. It explicitly states God Jesus Christ, showing that early Christians did in fact worship Jesus as divine. This is groundbreaking because it provides physical archaeological evidence that supports the divinity of Jesus as a core belief in Christianity from an earlier period than previously thought. The second inscription, located on the north side of the mosaic, provides another interesting piece of the puzzle. It mentions a Roman centurion named Gaius, who donated money to build the church or prayer hall. This shows that early Christianity had financial backing from Roman figures, and it further reinforces the idea of Roman involvement with the Christian movement in its early stages. But perhaps the most exciting part of the discovery is the realization that the Christian prayer hall was located in an ancient Jewish village right next to a Roman legion camp and a Roman Byzantine city. This location is key because it reveals that early Christian communities existed alongside Roman military forces and in a region of the empire that had significant Roman influence, according to the Israeli Antiquities Authority. This discovery provides archaeological evidence of an early Christian community that included Roman army officers. This was long before Christianity was officially recognized by the Roman Empire and long before it became the official religion under Emperor King Solomon. It holds a special place in the Book of Revelation, which prophesies that it will be the site of the final battle between good and evil. Today, Megiddo is a quiet place with only a small agricultural community, but in ancient times it was a bustling and vital area. The recent discovery of the mosaic adds to its importance, proving that it was not only a place of historical and military significance, but also a site for early Christian worship. The most crucial part of this discovery however, is the evidence it provides that early Christians believed in the divinity of Jesus. The inscriptions on the mosaic, particularly the one referring to Jesus as God, challenged the common argument, meant that the belief in Jesus' divinity developed later during the formalization of Christian doctrine. At the Council of Nicaea, these inscriptions suggest that early Christians were not only talking about Jesus as divine, but were actively practicing and preserving this belief long before it became widely accepted in the Church. This archaeological evidence rewrites the history of early Christianity, showing that the divinity of Jesus was not a later development but a foundational belief in the earliest Christian communities. The discovery has the potential to reshape how we understand the early years of Christianity and the beliefs held by those who followed Jesus. What do you think about this discovery? Does it change your perspective on early Christianity? Do you believe that this evidence proves that the early Christians believed in the divinity of Jesus? Share your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section.